Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. And today, guys, updates for you. Many news, many stories, many things to mention. We have to comment on some wars. We have to enter into the details of some stories, transfer updates, and much more. Let's jump into it together. And let's start with the confirmation of what I've been telling you early morning here in the US. It was 6 a.m. later in Europe, but still a big news all over the world. Manchester United have activated the buyout clause to sign Yuri Tielemans from Aston Villa. 41 million euros is the price, everything done with the player. Man United have already informed Aston Villa a few hours ago about triggering the clause and proceeding with formal steps in 24 hours. Tielemans will be this week in Manchester for a contract signing and medical test, and so Tielemans to follow Andrei Santos. There is now the official statement for Andrei Santos as new Manchester United player. So finally the confirmation, £48 million plus 2 in add-ons. Andrei signed his five-year contract with option for further season, and so Santos official, and also Tielemans is coming next for Man United. Very busy on the market. Let me say, Man United are probably not done in midfield. So they could still do something else in terms of adding one more midfielder before the end of the window. Man United are assessing options, are talking with their board of directors, with their management team, and with the coach Michael Carrick to decide the best options possible, but Man United are working on another midfielder. So it's a possibility they are considering. It's not 100% guaranteed yet, but it's a serious possibility in case the right opportunity arrives on the market. Then, two more, here we go, guys, because it's a very busy start of the week. And so, Aston Villa lost Yuri Tielemans. The day for Aston Villa started. Here we go, Manzambi. Over 60 million euros, hijack from Newcastle, beautiful news for Villa. Then, Yuri Tielemans to Manchester United. Here we go, done deal, another surprise. But then one more, because I mentioned to you in the last video, Paris Saint-Germain and Lucas Digne. Interest, concrete interest, talks ongoing. Well, Paris Saint-Germain have informed today Aston Villa that they will activate the buyout clause for Lucas Digne. And so, Tielemans clause for Man United. Digne clause for Paris Saint-Germain. It's a here we go. Lucas Digne goes back to France. He's doing very well at the World Cup. Right after the World Cup, Paris Saint-Germain will pay the release clause, but they already informed Aston Villa as the relationship between the two clubs is very good. And then everything will become official also on player side. 3-year contract for Lucas Digne. Many of you asking me, why Lucas Digne? They have Nuno Mendes. Yes, but Nuno Mendes is playing every single game, and so they want also to have a backup. And Lucas Digne will be the new backup for Nuno Mendes. So the conversation is already okay, everything is done, and Lucas Digne will sign after the World Cup. So new signing for Paris Saint-Germain, for the European champions, with the arrival of Lucas Digne. And then Francisco Trincao. Exclusive news from 8 days ago, out of nowhere, zero links. I told you Francisco Trincao is going to Al-Ahli in Saudi to replace Riyad Mahrez, who retired from international football and left Al-Ahli, now available as a free agent for a new club, and Al-Ahli closed the deal with Francisco Trincao. All done, $45 million plus 5 in add-ons, everything done, and so Francisco Trincao ready for this new chapter, for this possibility to move to Saudi Pro League and join Al-Ahli. So deal in place. Then, guys, talking about Chelsea, we have plenty of things to mention about Chelsea, because today was the first press conference by Xabi Alonso. Good energy, very good attitude. Looking forward to see Xabi Alonso after doing fantastic in Bundesliga with Bayer Leverkusen, unlucky with Real Madrid last season. Now having the opportunity in Premier League with Chelsea will be a big one for him, who already worked in Premier League as a player. Now will have the opportunity to work as a coach. And some indications on the market. A question on Enzo Fernandez, and Xabi Alonso said, I spoke to Enzo, but I can't mention anything in public, of course. But then he was asked, do you want to keep Enzo Fernandez at Chelsea? And the answer from Xabi Alonso was yes. Then, when asked about Alejandro Garnacho, the confirmation of what I told you 24 hours ago. Garnacho is leaving Chelsea. It's over between Garnacho and Chelsea. Xabi Alonso said it's pointless to bring the player to training pre-season if you already believe that he's going to leave. And so Garnacho is gonna leave. Chelsea want 50 million euros for clubs from abroad, 45 million pounds from club in England. Roma are interested, so Roma want Garnacho, and Garnacho could be keen on the move, but Roma start with a loan deal while Chelsea want a permanent transfer. So the conversation will continue. Chelsea believe more clubs will join the race, so Garnacho is leaving the club. And then an important one on Nico Jackson, because Nico Jackson didn't stay at Bayern, didn't activate the option to keep the player on permanent transfer from Chelsea, and now on On Nico Jackson, important to mention that Chelsea confirmed with their coach Xabi Alonso the decision to give him a chance. So he said he will join our pre-season tour in Asia, so we'll have the possibility to work under Xabi Alonso. So while Garnacho is out, Andre Santos didn't even go to training and then join Man United. So the message to players who are completely out of the project is quite clear. For Nico Jackson, Chelsea want to give a chance. And so Xabi Alonso says we wait for Nico Jackson in pre-season with us. And that's an important message, because Nico Jackson will have the possibility to work under Xabi, have some weeks with him, and then decide on the future. But then a big opportunity for sure for Nicolas Jackson. Could be like a new signing for Chelsea for sure. And then let me close on Barcelona, because we have some things to say, something mentioned by the president Juan Laporta in the US, something extra. Let's clarify three situations. First of all, Raphinha. For Raphinha, there is interest from Al-Ahli. Saudi clubs wanted Raphinha for a long time, but the message from President Laporta is clear. We don't want to sell Raphinha. We want Raphinha to stay. We want Raphinha to continue. Laporta confirmed that Adeyemi is going to Barcelona. It's not a surprise for you. Exclusive story with a Here We Go a few days ago. So Adeyemi this week will become new Barcelona player. It's done. It's completed. But Laporta says Anthony Gordon is joining. Adeyemi is joining. It doesn't mean Raphinha is leaving. He's a key player for us. That's the message from Laporta, and it's an answer to the Saudi clubs, because Al-Ahli really dream of Raphinha. Then, on Julián Álvarez, he said, our offer is still on the table, and the offer from Barcelona was 100 million euros. That's the offer from Barca. The offer, I told you, it was more than 1 month ago. It was before the Champions League final, imagine. Laporta said, our offer is still valid on the table, but it's not unlimited. So, waiting for a message from Atletico Madrid. At the moment, guys, from Atletico, they insist they don't want to sell the player to Barcelona. So at the moment, the situation remains on standby. It's still not advancing. Let's see if Barcelona will do something. For sure, after there is clarity the World Cup for Argentina, Barcelona will try to take the direction they need in this Julián Álvarez story. And then, guys, important to mention also Ferran Torres, because Laporta said, we heard something about Ferran Torres and Paris Saint-Germain, but we don't know anything. He's a Barcelona player, so the message from Laporta was to play down all the links. Behind the scenes, Paris Saint-Germain keep talking with the agents of Ferran. There was a new round of talks over the last 24 hours, so the agency representing Ferran Torres is talking directly with Paris Saint-Germain. PSG are very interested. They are also aware of more clubs interested, and they are also aware of Barcelona still as a possibility to get a new contract done. But for sure, Paris Saint-Germain are working on this one on player side, waiting to approach Barcelona. Let's see what's going to happen there. At the moment, there is nothing club to club, as Laporta said, but on player side, the agency is still talking to PSG. So we have to understand if PSG will go for Ferran, they have more names on the short list. On this, guys, and much more, remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon here every single day with so many updates, and so I wait for you. Ciao.